So now we are moving on to part 3 of this interview, where we're talking about academic and professional development. Sarah, could you tell us what has been the most significant challenge of your study program? And on the flip side, what has been the most rewarding experience of your study program?
Well, I have to say, my degree program is keeping me on my toes. And I would say that's both the challenge and the reward of it. Because yes, I'm doing all these things. Yes, sometimes I'm like, oh, will I really get time to get all this stuff done today? And on the other side, I'm seeing myself stretch and grow, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity as well.
Thank you. So, how do you apply what you learn in your ICT courses to real world problems?
Well, I am doing engineering, and if there's one thing computers love doing, it is math. So currently we haven't started the computer science portion of my degree program, but I apply ICT in everyday ways whenever I'm doing lots of calculations or I need to model something, just because a computer can do a lot better job than I can.
I'm with you on that math part, but you'll have to send me some shortcuts and that kind of thing. Yeah, no matter. Can you share a project or piece of work that you are particularly proud of?
Yes, I can, and I have it right here.
Can't wait.
So this is a pendulum tower I built for my engineering design class, made of cardboard. It's meant to hold a 3-kilogram pendulum, which it did successfully. But the thing I'm really proud of has nothing to do with this cardboard that you see here. It's the entire design process that went into the project. So that would be the ideation, the concept sketches, the analyzing of the design to see whether it would work, the technical drawings and the prototyping. While those things weren't physical, they were very crucial steps of the process, and they helped me gain a better perspective on how engineering design works in the real world.
So tell me a little bit about how that moves from your mind to this. How long did that project take? And what was the most frustrating part about it?
That is a good question, because it did take a while. Of course, being an assignment, it was stretched out over a month. Mm-hmm. But I'd have to say the most frustrating thing about it would be that it was graded. Because as I mentioned, I'm a very creative person. And as a lot of my classmates shared this sentiment that, oh, I'd love to go and build a tower if I didn't constantly know that I was being graded and assessed on it. Because I think there's that deep sense of love for making things, for doing things in a lot of people going into engineering, maybe about being judged about how you do it, not so much. But I think they're all important aspects of design. Because as I mentioned to someone, for instance, with calculation marks that you get in exams, it's like, you might get marks for doing your calculations, doing parts of what you should do right now. But if a bridge collapses or a building falls down, you can't go to a funeral and say, hey, but my working was pretty good most of the time, right?
Yeah.
So I have an appreciation for everything, but I would say that's the most challenging part of that particular assignment.
Okay, so now I guess I know why people have like these parallel pet projects that they work on. They have their real work and then they have pet projects that keep them occupied.
Exactly.
And tell me, what is your opinion, Sarah, on artificial intelligence?
Oh boy. That's what everyone feels like right now, isn't it? My short answer is that I could visualize artificial intelligence as a self-portrait human beings have painted of themselves. It's not 100% accurate, but it's accurate enough that we're thinking, do I really look like that? Is my nose that big? That kind of thing. And it's interesting because a lot of people are worried it's going to turn into this, oh, Skynet's coming, everything's going down, it's going to be like the Matrix. But I think it's really a turning point in our civilization because the everyday person now is thinking about like the philosophical definition of intelligence and humanity. And that could create a blossoming of development in the human character. And we've seen AI fast tracking development, but it could just as easily create a Wall-E style universe where we're all atrophying, we're not being creative, we're not being innovative or motivated. So right now, the choice is not artificial intelligences yet, but it is ours.
So you hinted at it earlier, but do you think Skynet will get us in the end?
Only if we build Skynet.
Thank you for that.